Everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is our last day. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mary. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Tana. Good morning. Mary, good morning. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, YouTube user. I think your name is Sue. Good morning, ATTGG. Good morning, Bernadette. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Mary. I am super excited that you guys are here for our last. I just woke up, y'all. So sorry I didn't get my hair together. I just woke up not too long ago. So if you hear it in my voice, that's why. It's been a long weekend. Hold on, guys. I'm about to bring in our special guest. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I have an amazing guest today. Her name is By Crystal Williams. I'm not sure if you guys have, I'm sure you've heard of her because everybody has. So I'm going to bring her on now. There she is. Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Can you guys hear me? Because I have my
Yes,
AirPods in. Okay,
yes.
good.
Yeah, so I am super excited to bring on my friend, Crystal Williams, who is just a beast in these internet streets, let me tell you. She is the one who holds me like accountable, okay? In the most loving way, right? So people are still coming on and then we'll get started. But good morning, Crystal.
Good morning. Like, happy Monday. I just woke up as well, so I know I look a little crazy. I was like, let me put some earrings on, maybe that'll help. And then I'm moving still, so this room is just covered in stuff. I'm like, okay, the last time I went live, remember it was going crazy. I said, let me not use my phone. Then I said, I'm gonna use
Oh
my
yeah.
computer and my webcam. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just use this iPad. Now I'm on. I'm looking like my quality could have been better if I just set up. So I woke
Set
up,
up.
y'all. I just got up. I didn't do no setup or nothing. So,
It's
but I'm gonna give
okay.
you.
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
give y'all some gems though.
Yes. Yes. All right, guys. Let's see. We have 83 people here. Let me see. Where did I leave off?
Ooh.
Let's see. Tasha, good morning. Good morning, Tam. Good morning, Kay Jones. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Dirag
Good
Bombshell.
morning.
Bridget, good morning. Natural Eye, good morning. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good
Now,
morning.
can I ask, are these people on the East Coast or are people on the West Coast waking up this early?
I
Because
think a lot of people are on the East Coast. If you guys could put in the chat, you could put what state you're from, or you could put East Coast, West Coast. But a
I'm
lot of
like,
people are East
wow.
Coast.
I
Yes.
felt a little special. I got up earlier.
Tasha, good morning. I'm glad that you made it too. I am so, so glad that you made it on. Chef June, you've been here every morning. Good
Wow.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Dimples. Yes, you've been here too. Good morning. Thank you guys for everyone
That's
who has
dedication.
been consistent every Monday. New subscriber here. Thanks for all the videos. You've helped me tremendously. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I really appreciate you being here. You make this fun and amazing. So thank you so much for being a new bestie to the squad. Thank you. Thank you, Mommy Moana. I think that's Moana. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, I am now credit card debt free. I am excited
Woo!
about that. Ooh, I can't wait to be fully, but I take it in chunks. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Because I feel like my face is tight and I haven't had my coffee.
Oh
So
Lord,
in
her and that dang coffee. Let me tell
so
y'all
in
something.
February,
Hold on, no, they need to know this. That coffee is her meal, y'all. Like that is not a meal. That is her breakfast. Like
yes,
even
it is.
when we do our little diets, I'm gonna still have my coffee. No, you don't need that coffee.
I need it so I can wake up. So Mary, in February, we will not, this was just for January. But I am thinking about doing something else. I'm thinking about doing a book club, but
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because I know that this was good, and I think that it was very valuable. And we know going to the Lord in prayer is important. And just to get up every morning and start our week has been amazing. So in February, um,
I don't know,
I'll
Jazz. It looks like they like it.
I'll
It's
get
like
back
how
to
you
you.
gonna deny the people what they want?
I know. Oh, I'm so tired. On Monday too. Y'all, church, I'm gonna take you guys with me one day, but church is a
Yeah,
lot. Like I have to get up early. I have to use
drive.
my brain a lot. Like I have to like Crystal, I'll be busy the whole church
Her
service.
nickname
And
in
it
our group, we call her Deaconess Waller because at this we say she work at the church.
and it doesn't stop when service is over because then I have to get content ready for the week. So really Sunday is like an all day thing. And yeah, I'll be trying to get my video up, then get content for the church. Yeah, it'd be a lot.
But you know what, guys, we're gonna try to get her on the tighter schedule. I think if we can get her on a tighter schedule, she can give y'all those Mondays. I'm telling y'all.
See
So
that?
look.
Okay, let's move on because here go my accountability partner. Like we're gonna make it work. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. It's 6:07.
Okay.
So if you are just joining, good morning. We got some Texas, Memphis, Tennessee. We got East Coast,
Okay.
Michigan, Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Ohio, Cali.
Oh my God, Robert Nisha, you got up. Come on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. She got up.
It's early over
It
here.
is.
Missouri, Canada. All right. I don't know what
Wow.
time it is in Canada.
I think
I
they're 3 hours. So it's probably like 9.
I need to visit Canada, Columbus, Ohio, Texas. A lot of people from Texas. We have a
Wow.
friend from
Okay.
Texas.
Mm-hmm. She don't hear
Uh,
us. She's sleeping for sure.
yeah.
Oh
New
yeah, you have a lot of
Jersey, East
Texas.
Coast, see Houston, a lot of Texas,
Wow.
Virginia, West Coast, phenomenal. Oh, hey,
Wow.
this is Danielle. Hey, Danielle. Wendy, well, yeah, Wendy, East Coast. See, I have a lot of folks from the East
Okay.
Coast,
Okay. My
Pennsylvania,
husband's from Philly.
Alabama, New Jersey, California, Jay
Wow.
Washington. What's up? West Coast, Felicia.
Wow.
All right. We got another California in the building. All right. This was good to see. We got somebody from Las
Oh,
Vegas.
wow.
Your city is gonna be going up in a couple weeks because
Yeah. Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl is going there. ATL, I love ATL. If I didn't love California so much, I
Mm.
would probably move to Atlanta. But all right. So let's go ahead. Oh, Inglewood. Let's go ahead and
Okay.
get started. So we're gonna get started as we always do. Just a word of encouragement. Today we're gonna be coming from Philippians 4:19. We're only gonna deal with this scripture today. And my God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Jesus Christ. And verse 20, now to our God and Father be glory forever and ever. Amen. So I know that we've been coming together for the whole month of January, and I just want to encourage you guys to never give up. God is going to supply what it is that you need, no matter what the
Yes.
situation is. And I know that I've said it on my videos, but I just really want to stress that God is faithful.
Mhm.
No matter what it is that we are facing, no matter what bill we're facing, what
Mhm.
piece of debt we're facing, what financial breakthrough it is that we need to get to, God is faithful and he will supply. Just use me as a testimony. I don't think that I do anything special. I'm no different than anybody else. Um, but one thing I can tell you is I have faith. Another thing that I want to kind of end this live with, or this time that we've had together, is really trust in what you believe. Sometimes we get suggestions or opinions from others on what they think and what they believe, and how they feel you should work your finances, and they'll try to put their beliefs on you, and you
Mhm.
can't ever move forward because you're saying, oh, okay, well, maybe I should listen to this person, and maybe I should listen to that person because it sounds like what they're saying is right, or that was their story and they were able to make it through. But I will tell you, my second time coming back, I decided that I was going to move in a way that I felt was best for me. That means that shopping is okay. That means that paying off debt should happen. That means that I'm going to save my money. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be responsible with my money. I'm going to give. And I know that there was a lot of dialogue and communication around the giving and the tithing portion. And I think that it was good. It was all good dialogue. But there were some who were like, you don't have to do that, and that's an Old Testament thing, and yada yada yada. But I decided that I'm gonna trust God. I'm gonna trust what I believe His Word says, and as a living testimony, with my past due bills, with my debt, with everything that financially I have, and I've had some pretty crazy financial things to hit me, God supplied my need each and every time. When I got the $6,000 bill in the mail, when I was drowned, I couldn't, like, I was like, am I gonna lose my house? $6,000, I couldn't see that anywhere. God came through and said, I got you. Don't worry. You stay faithful in doing what I told you to do, and I'm going to supply all of your needs. The $6,000 bill was paid. Being past due. Yes, I had to sacrifice and I had to do my part. But ultimately, every single time I gave, I said, Lord, I trust you. I trust you 100%. So just know that I know it gets hard. I know it does. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's financial story is different. No one's is the same. Some of us have one child, like myself. Some of us have multiple kids. Some of us are taking care of the whole household by ourselves.
Mhm.
Um, there's a lot of different dynamics, but don't ever give up. Trust the process. Fall in love with the process, because that's where the fun happens. Like me, I didn't want to spend, I'm transparent moment. I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars on debt. I was like looking at stuff like, oh, what could I buy? And I was like, nope, no, you're going to be a good steward. You are going to pay off this debt. And I was excited about it. If you guys watched the video, I was super excited to be able to pay that debt and now be able to knock off two more bills that I have to pay monthly. But just doing things the right way just always felt good. I trust God. I don't know what's going to happen in 2024, but I can tell you that I feel like, um, as long as I stay rooted and grounded and seeking Him for the plan that He has for
Mhm.
my life, my family, my friends around me, because I want everybody to win. It's not just like, oh, I just want to win. I need everybody winning. That's why I show up and I tell y'all I will be y'all accountability partner. I respond to the, like, everybody. I be on here. I like take time to literally respond to each and every single person with encouragement, cuz I feel like we all need that at some point. So I
Mhm.
just want to leave you with that. Just trust God. Know that He is going to supply everything that you need. he says in his word, and I don't know the exact scripture, so if anybody has it, but he says, do not worry about what you shall eat, drink, um, and some other things, but that he's gonna take care of that for you. He says it in his word. Don't worry about it. Like he's going to be there to supply that. So I love you guys. So thank you so much for kind of hearing that. Yes, speak it into existence. The power is in our mouth.
Yes.
I will be debt free. I will have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. I will be a good I am a good steward of my money. This is the reason why I've been doing the affirmations on Instagram every single, and a lot of those I just sit and I ask God to pour into me, and that's what comes out. I'm not going online, I'm not looking. I do go online for inspiration, but that's only sometimes. Sometimes I'm just walking and God is like, this is the next affirmation. And I'm like, okay, that's what it is. So just know Matthew 6. So I see Matthew 6:25, and then I see Matthew 6:13. So just look those up. Because yeah, Matthew 6:25, I think that's what it is. So yeah, don't worry about those things because he's gonna take care of it for you. I got you, Loretta. Just keep showing up. I'm here every Sunday. Seem like every day.
We're gonna try to keep her on Monday, Loretta, too.
Seem like every day. I'm like, Lord, I need a break. Okay. Yes. Amen. So Crystal is going to pray this morning because a lot of the people that I have around me in my circle, they are believers. They trust God just as much as I do. And so I would also say that if you can get around have friends who you can pray with. Like if you can't pray with your friends, that's tough. It is tough to not be able to have a friend that can pray for you. But I would say join a prayer group or find a church that you can go to, where you can have those prayer warriors in your circle. Because we all need it. So she agreed to pray for the besties this morning. And I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Miss Crystal Williams.
Thank you so much, Jazz. Well, look, join me in prayer. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning just to say thank you. I am just so honored and grateful and humbled to have this opportunity to speak to all the thousands that will watch this today, tomorrow, or never, God. I just pray, God, that you just make me small, God. Make me so small that all they see is you, all they hear is you, God. I thank you for the opportunity, Father, and I pray that everyone that's listening, God, that they actually pick up pieces to be able to take the next steps to financial stability, financial freedom, God. I pray that anything that comes in the way that maybe doubt, fear, or even second guessing, no, I can't do that, God, that you just remove it. And you start to remove it now, God, that it doesn't even come up during this conversation, that fear doesn't hold them back, that the seed is planted today, God, and they actually start to water it, and that it grows and grows and grows. I pray, Heavenly Father, that as we receive this word, God, as they receive you in this word, that they actually start to put together the steps, the next steps for this journey. That it doesn't stay here, it doesn't stop here, God, that it goes and goes and goes. I thank you again for the opportunity. I pray a blessing over everyone, God, that they will be fruitful and multiply. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know I always have to get my nose together
Oh,
this
God.
early. Sorry, I'm 40, however
Oh,
old.
God.
All right, so we're going to get started. So today we're going to talk about increasing your income. So I've said many times, I believe that the 3 things that we can do to better our financial situation is to pay off debt, to increase our income, and then to be great givers. So Crystal is going to talk about um, increasing your income. She's made a whole lot of money online, probably like what, almost $1 million
I
online.
passed the $1 million mark. Yes.
She passive a girl.
Yeah, it's like last year.
Oh my goodness. Who
But
follows her? I
wait,
want to
give it.
know who.
Let's give them the gym though. Over 4 years. Let's say over the 4 years. It wasn't in 1 year. It took me online money over 4 years accumulated to the $1 million.
That's still a lot. So I need to know, if as she's talking and as I pass the mic, I need to know who follows her, because she's gone. You went from which platform did you start with?
Instagram. I was on Instagram for a few years. And I started with my corporate job, and then I went online trying to make money because I worked with Jasmine like you guys. And when I worked with Jasmine, it was beginning of 2018. I had started no January 2018. I had negative $8.88 in my account. She was already on her budget journey, and I was like, why am I waking up to the new year with a negative balance? And she worked with me. I couldn't even save $1,000, guys. That's how bad it was. And one thing we realized is that no matter how much money my job was going to pay me, unless I made more income, I was never going to become debt free. And that's what started it. Because I knew I'm gonna say I was a single mom. I was a single mom for 10 years before I met my husband. And one of the things I knew for sure is I could not go work another part-time job because I had no family to watch my son. It was just me and him. So it's like, okay, then what am I gonna do? She's telling me I gotta make extra money. What am I gonna do? And so online was that route for me.
All right. So people are asking. So her channel name is by Crystal Williams. That's her
Yes.
YouTube channel name.
YouTube, Instagram,
Yes.
TikTok, and Twitter is a little bit different, but yes.
Yeah, so that's where you can find her. So let's start in the beginning. If you can talk about, or whatever you want to talk about, whatever plan on how people can even just get started with making extra money.
Well, what I did when we first got started was, well, first and foremost, one of the reasons why I prayed for just fear to be removed is I dragged my feet for almost 9 months. So I woke up January 1st of 2018 with negative $8.88. I didn't launch my online store until May of 2019. And we had been talking for a while. So that's the first thing, is you guys have to get over the fear. I think I was embarrassed that people was gonna think I needed money, which I did, and you do. Like, and I was just afraid the opinions. And so I just didn't do it. And so I started though in the very most low budget way possible. I went to it wasn't even Shopify, it was Squarespace. I came onto YouTube because I'm not techie. Like I didn't have a degree at this point or anything. And so I came onto YouTube and I typed in, build an online website. And Squarespace was the easiest one. It literally walks you through when you download Squarespace. And so I did that as my website. And then I said, well, then how am I going to sell something? Like, what can I sell? And so I did a couple of months of just trying, like, I had like 2,000 followers, and I was like, okay, well, let me try this. And I was just pitching ideas to my audience, just saying little things. But the one thing that kept standing out was my weight loss. People kept my weight loss and me changing my body. I was like very small, and I was able to define my abs, my butt, my legs. And so people kept saying, what's the meal plan? What's the workout plan? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just try to monetize this. Jasmine said I gotta make some money. I can't go get another job. I'm gonna try. And so I put together a Word doc. When I say a Word doc, I mean literally just a Word doc that told them what meals to eat. And I put it up online, and I was selling them for like $10, $9.99. And it started to sell a little bit. And then I said, okay, people kept saying, what's the workout plan? And I said, well, I guess I'm gonna put together another Word doc. I put together another Word doc. I launched that, and that was my first month, and I made $3,000 online just using Squarespace, Linktree, and a Word doc. And that was
And the Word doc that you put together was a digital Word doc, right?
product. Yes, everything I do is digital product. I did dibble and dabble eventually into physical products, but I don't like it. It's not for me. Going to the UPS and doing packages and stuff is too time consuming. So I make money digitally.
All right. So you made your first $3,000 with a Word doc, Squarespace,
And
and
Linktree.
Linktree, which I think
That's it.
Linktree at the time was probably $4.99.
Yep.
Whatever it is, you made enough money to be able to pay for Linktree. Easy,
Yes.
right?
Easy.
All right. So I have a question here. How much was or were the Word docs? So it
They
was
were
nine
nine
ninety
ninety.
nine.
They were 9.99. And then what happened was that was May. Um, June, July, and August, it went down to like 900 to 1200. And I'm like, what happened to the 3,000? Like, that was nice. Because I'm just trying to get out of debt. All the money that's coming in at this point, Jasmine has me paying debt. I don't even get to, I don't take a trip, I don't get to see it. There's no trips, there's no bags coming in. I'm just like, I'm just paying debt. And so when it started to go down, I'm like, wow. So then I ended up meeting my my then boyfriend or now husband, and we went on a date and we're talking and I was telling him I was kind of stressed and he was like, why don't you raise your prices? And I'm like, because it's a Word doc. Like, why would people pay anything more than $10 for a Word doc? He was like, but does it work? And I was like, yeah. He was like, you need to raise your prices for one. And he was like, and then from there you need to do daily marketing. Because I was working. I had a full-time job. I worked about 50 hours a week. I was an HR manager for a litigation firm. And so I was like, okay, I guess I can try that. And so I took an FMLA leave. My aunt had passed. And so I took November of that year off of 2019 all the way to January. And I did the daily marketing, which is pretty much me posting on Instagram, telling people about it. And I did it every day for 8 hours. And then that took me from those 900 to 1,200 months to about $5,000 a month consistently, which is the exact same amount my job was paying me.
So making sure that you market it and marketing you, so it was free marketing because you just
Yes, I just posted about it. And that was using the trending sounds. That was showing transformations because it really did work. And so showing people's transformation and nothing. I see marketing now and then on Instagram. It looks nothing like that. I'm talking about these are phones with my photos. Well, these are photos with my phone. There was no razzle dazzle. This is literally somebody's before and after. Their face is probably covered because they didn't want me to show their face. All you see is their body. And maybe I threw it into Canva to give it a little blue or something on the background so it's not too raggedy looking. But the page is still up. If you guys, I don't run the business anymore. I pivoted out of it. It's called Manny's Mom's Fitness. The plans
okay.
are still there as well. But yeah, that way you can at least see the Instagram and how I just did regular posts. And then when Reels came out, oh, it took off. It went crazy with the Reels.
So we're going to get to that. So what I want you guys to hear is that um it doesn't have to be this grand big
No.
old thing, right? Some people what we see on social media now is that people have these physical products and they're mailing and shipping and doing the XYZ thing and they're making all of this money. That's great if that is your thing, right? But some of us we have still full-time jobs. Well, me
Mm-hmm.
personally at this moment, I don't want to quit my job. So I'm like, I need something that I can do where I don't have to do the mailing of the packaging and all that stuff. And because that takes a lot of time. And I'm like, I see value in building relationships with my family and my friends and things like that. So building a digital product, once you
Mm-hmm.
spend however long it's going to take you to create it, sometimes it's a day, a week, you have to put thought into it. You have to make sure that it's a valuable product, that it does work, even if it's just on a Word doc,
Mm-hmm.
then that will cause people to buy it. If your product is good, it's going to
Yes.
cause people to buy it. And don't let perfect, what do they say? Don't let perfect get in the way of progress.
Yes,
It
because
doesn't have to be perfect.
done is better than perfect. Just it's get it done. It doesn't matter. I had error spelling issues on it. And it'll be like 3 months later, and then someone's like, "Oh, well, I didn't understand what you meant by this because it was spelled." I'm like, "Oh, I'll fix it later," but it still works. It still works, you know. And so that's huge when you're starting off is not focusing on it being perfect, just done. And I actually have a YouTube video where I talk about digital products that you guys can do that will make you that have low to no barrier entry that'll make you at least $100 a day.
Yeah. So if you guys have questions as we're talking, please leave them in the comments. Thank you so much, Christy Love, for the super sticker. Thank you. Super appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. So here is a question. How do you become platform savvy?
YouTube. I had no idea what I was doing. So YouTube walked me through setting up a Squarespace. And I was like, okay. And then from there, the link tree, YouTube walked me through setting that up. I got that set up, and then from there, it did people the order. Once they clicked the link, it walked people through the payment process, which my bank account was linked to that, so I would just hit transfer the money to my bank account. So it was when I tell you I am not the smartest person in the room, I really mean that. Like it took me 15 years to get my 4 year degree. Let's say that. Like it took me 15 years to get a 4 year degree. That's how when I tell you I'm not technology is just not my friend, but I just couldn't let that hold me back. It's so don't think that you can't do it. Um, Especially knowing that a Word doc can be sold. And that's
Mhm.
just one thing. You have ebooks, you have PDFs. There's a lady I see, she sells checklists. So imagine getting ready to go on your cruise and you don't know what to pack and you don't want to forget anything. She sells checklists for cruises. I've seen a lady that sells checklists for new moms. And so you have everything you'll need for new moms. I've seen a PDF, ebook or PDF that people created for breastfeeding. Like all of the things you should be doing so you can get the most milk. Anything, people will pay you for what you know, period. Like that's it. If you
Yeah.
know it, and all you have to do is know just a little bit more than your audience, they will pay you for what you know.
Yeah, and you can literally find anything on YouTube. I call it
Mm-hmm.
YouTube University
Yes.
because you can literally go on YouTube, you can research, and boom, it'll come up. You can find whoever it is that you can learn from. And that's how I figured out how to budget. To be honest with you, I tried to follow Dave Ramsey and it just wasn't clicking. I was
I
like,
remember
what? Save $1,000? I
that.
could never. I was like, I could never. 1,000 at one in my bank account at one time. No, I could never
Girl,
move on because my church was doing it, and I was like, oh, I can't do
but
that.
then when you say you was inspiration, because girl, I was like, I can't do that either. Look, girl,
Right?
I had 3 payday loans out at the it was a total of $1,200 was out every month on rotation and payday loans. Like
Those payday
what,
loans will kill
girl?
you softly, hardly,
And
not even softly,
and every
hardly.
time I tried, every time I tried to break free, I just couldn't. Something else. I'm like, oh no, I just need to get free. And
I got stuck
man,
on them payday loans too. Yeah, and so YouTube will teach you anything.
yeah.
Now I think this goes, Tasha says, finding the time to build this business with small children. I have a 2 and a 7-year-old.
Okay, so I had at the time my son was so this was 2018. He's 14 now. Let's just say 15. He's probably 15. So I want to say he was 9, if I'm not mistaken. Going into he had just turned he was turning 9 in 2018. So when I started to build, he was 9. When I launched, he was pretty much turning 10. And so what I would say is this, and I worked a full-time job. And so when I got off of work, I picked him up at 6 o'clock p.m. He went to after school program. We came home, and keep in mind, guys, I'm online in college, getting that 4 year degree in 15 years. So I would pick him up from school. We would come home. I picked him up at 6 p.m. We came home. The first thing we did was dinner and homework. So that was the basis of everything. And mind you, my son has ADHD and dyslexia, so it takes time. He needs all the time to get his homework done. That would take us from about 6 to 8:30. From there, and I would say 8 because by 8:15 he was definitely going into the shower to get himself ready for bed. By 8:30, no more than 8:45, he was down to bed. 8:45 was a good night. That was me being nice. Usually it was 8:30. And then from there, I stayed up from about 8:30 to about 10:30 or even 11:30 to work on the business. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day and I did homework on Saturdays and Sundays. So I made sure that I only did about one or two classes because, again, I needed the time. So I didn't take a full load of classes. It was one, maybe two, but that allowed me to do all of the schoolwork on Saturdays and Sundays. This also meant, though, my son did not play sports. When I look back at other children, he didn't have a childhood like that because Saturdays and he didn't go to most birthday parties because Saturdays and Sundays were for me to do homework and build during that time frame. So he did do a lot of electronics. I will tell you that now. Electronics was our best friend, which I totally am against. But that was how I was able to build at night and on the weekends.
Yeah. So I would, yeah, I'll double down on that and say, if you can create a schedule, because I know your
Yep.
7-year old is probably in school, the
Mm-hmm.
2-year old is probably not, but I would say, like for example, my sister-in-law has her kids like on a schedule, like their schedule is sick. And from about when I used to live with them, for all of you guys who've been here for a while, before I bought my house, I had to live with them, and the house was shut down between the hours of like 12 and 2. She made the baby go to bed for a nap. So I would say during that time is
Mm-hmm.
when you can build on your business, and it may take a little bit longer because you have maybe 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
a day, but it'll get done.
It
um
compounds.
yeah,
Every
it
little
comes.
step adds up. Like it, and that's one thing. You can't get defeated if you're like, wow. Because I used to be like, dang, the people I do aspire to be like, they get to go do all, they're taking off, they're doing this. They don't have a kid, they're not a single mom. So I'm in my lane. It's going to take me a little bit longer to get there. Like, for example, I hit the million mark this year. One of the ladies I aspire to, she hit it within her first, I think, 18 months. That's not me. I'm a single parent, so I can only do a little bit here and there. And so that
Yeah,
little bit eventually adds up to a lot.
yeah. So do you build an email list? If so, how do you build the list?
I did build an email list. I built an email list and I built a private Facebook group. My Facebook group got to about 10,000 and the email list, I think it was at 25,000. And what I did to build it was everybody that bought from me, you have to put your email in. And so from there, I use Flowdesk right now, but back then I used ConvertKit. I loved ConvertKit, but it got so expensive because you're paying per user. I had got to like almost $400 a month. I was like, this is wild. So I came over to I came over to Flowdesk, which is less. But what I liked about the email list is I was able to build it out where based off of the plan you purchase. So now if you purchased, let's say my glute guide, you're on that email list based off of what you purchased versus someone who might have purchased my at home ab guide. That way, when I'm emailing you, I'm not emailing the ab person about glutes and so forth. So Flowdesk is really good with keeping it separate as well. But I simply built the email list by anyone who purchased. They automatically went on there, and then I gave out freebies. It was a 3-day freebie. You had a 3-day meal plan. You had a 3-day workout plan, home or gym. I think those are the three things. So you can get those for free. Downloading those freebies, which people love to do, allowed them to see what they were possibly going to get if they bought with me, but it was free for them and it gave me their email. So now they're in a group of just freebies. So I know when I'm emailing this group how I'm marketing to them. And I would say an email went out 1 to twice a week.
Yeah. And then you can search how to work Flowdesk.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get
YouTube.
into the after you were doing the workout
Mm-hmm.
plans, you also pivoted to something else that really took your income to the next level. And
Yes,
that was Reels, your
yes,
Reels course.
my
So if you
Reels
could talk
course.
about that.
So once Reels launched, my business took off because at that point I'm able to, because the way Instagram worked, at least at that time, and it kind of does still now, when you use a reel, they push it out to more than just your followers. And so it gave me even more eyes. And so I started to make these reels with trending sounds, whatever the trend was. Like, for example, perfect example is I'm about to do one this week, but on TikTok, where everyone's saying I'm a black mom, I'm a millennial, I'm a wife, and da, da, da. I have a product that I need to sell, which is eventually where I keep pivoting to more and more. And a product that I'm going to sell for a brand, it's a cordless vacuum. So I'm going to take a trend, which is, of course, I'm a black mom or whatever. I'm going to say, of course, I have a cordless vacuum. And then I'm just going to show different ways I use it. I can vacuum on my balcony. Of course, I have a cordless vacuum. Of course, I can vacuum my car. And each time I'm going to show, and that's going to be a TikTok, which eventually will become a reel. And it's just going to take off and push it out because I'm using something that everyone else is doing, but making it to fit that product. That's exactly what I did for my business. It could have been a reel about X, Y, and Z. I made sure it fit fitness and marketing my specific plans. And so once that happened, I built out a Reels course because I'm like, this is free marketing. People should know about this. And so I started selling a course. I kind of pivoted away from fitness and started selling how I'm making money online. And so I put together a Reels course which is again a digital product, which was me just sitting in front of a camera recording myself like this. I'm screen recording the video, and I just sold the video of me talking. There was nothing that I put together. I recorded myself having a conversation, a webinar, and that was my Reels course. And I resold it to everyone that wanted it for like $99. Remember, we started at $9.99. Now we at $99 to be able to purchase the Reels course.
Mm-hmm. And how much money did you like monthly? You used to make like how much?
Oh yeah, monthly. I think my highest month was 63,000. Now I'm about 20 to
$63,000.
24,000. Yeah.
We used to be like, girl, what is you selling crack over there on the side?
So as you guys can imagine, I quit my job. Look, I quit July of 2020. I have not went back. Now I'm gonna tell you this now. I have a YouTube video on this about quitting your 9 to 5. Like Jazz said, it was one of these. My son needed help. He had dyslexia, so he needed a lot of help. But I look back now, if I could have kept a solid stream of income, that would have been amazing. To be able to, you think the high road is quitting your job and living, making your own schedule. It's nice having a paycheck come in because I have to get up and wake up and go get it every day. And it doesn't mean that if I go online and do all these reels, I'm going to make money. There's some days where I make $200 and I'm like, okay, this is it. And I done posted 6 different videos on 4 different platforms. I'm tired. So just having that's the real hack to me, is being able to have a job that pays you your bills, that covers your bills, and then have your online business that's digital and kind of more passive. So that way you're not working too much on it, but you're getting that income. Look, chef's kiss.
Yeah, and that was one thing that I kind of had gotten for a while, kind of caught up in that, like, oh, you gotta quit your job, you gotta
Mm-mm.
quit your job. And then just recently, I was like, I don't want to quit my job, like I
Mm-hmm.
want to have a paycheck. I don't want to pay for health insurance because it's not
It's
cheap.
horrible.
Right now I got to pay for my daughter's health insurance out of pocket. And I'm just like, I don't really want to do that. And it's okay, right?
That's
Because
mm-hmm.
sometimes social media will have us thinking that
Yes, they
we have
will.
to be these entrepreneurs, and you're still an entrepreneur if you have a 9 to 5 job. You're
Yeah.
still one. Now you get your steady paycheck that you get every 2 weeks or week or however the frequency that you're paid, and then you also have your side hustle money coming in. I
Mm-hmm.
100% love it. It's just making sure that you're on schedule, you're efficient, like all of those things, because sometimes you will burn out if you're working your 9 to 5 and then you're coming home trying to do other things like YouTube. Moni has a question: does YouTube or Linktree build your email list to stay in touch with your audience? So I don't think Linktree does, right?
No.
No.
So, Moni, so what I would do too, because remember, they purchased from me. They went on the email list if they purchased or if they downloaded a free item. How I got them that was using ConvertKit, but now Flowdesk. You can actually build out landing pages for people. So it's actually, I guess I should have had it like slides to show. You can actually build out a landing page on Flowdesk. Once you build out this landing, which it walks you through. When I say walk you through, it walks you through. Once you build it out, it gives you a link to, because it's a website now. It's an actual website that they go to. So it gives you a link. I put that link into Linktree. So when someone says, oh, like even my link, if you go to my links now, you'll see I use StanStore versus Linktree now, but there's a link to join my, I think my Christian newsletter. There you can put whatever links you want there after you build out that landing page. That landing page is what's going to grab their email and put them onto the email list. Let me know if that made any sense for you, Moni.
All right, Taylor, I started my YouTube channel recently after watching Budget Treasures for a while. I'm not savvy, but I'm learning. Thanks,
Pick me. Pick me. Let me tell you, Taylor, you don't have to worry about that. Because guess what? Don't worry about not being savvy. Because I'm her accountability partner. And guess what? She gonna make us a YouTube course because I'm with you, Taylor. Do you see, like, I have plenty of people that follow me on here, but I get like 100 views, Taylor. I need her. So she gonna give us something, right, Dad? You gonna help us out
Yes.
with YouTube, please?
Yes, I will be having a YouTube course on like how to stay in touch with your audience, how to build community, how to start on the platform, how to be successful on the platform. So that will be coming soon. Yes, I have to
Taylor, I've been asking, girl.
for probably been like 6 months now.
Literally.
And every time I'll be like, no, I gotta do this.
But then she posts, I got 30,000 now. I got 40. I'm like, can I get 1,000? Can I help me? Help me.
Oh shoot.
So Jazz, can we, speaking of email lists and everything, can we sign up for that course that's coming from you?
Yes, I'll build out this email list that we're talking about. I too am gonna have to go to YouTube University to really, figure out how to get that link. But I will have it. You guys hold me accountable. I should have it by February 1st. Because one thing that I do, sometimes I do call Crystal and I'm like, how do you do this or how do you do that? But a lot of times I don't, because I want to know how to do it. And then she's busy. She is running her business. She has her child, her husband, a full on life. So sometimes I'll call like, okay, I just need help with this real quick. Or I'll just go on YouTube and I'll try to figure it out. And if I get stumped, then I'll send a text like, hey, and that's another thing, just making sure that your friends and family respect your time. Because like we don't get angry at each other. She's like, all right, I'm not like right now she got her little silence thing on, and I'm like, how I'm supposed to text you? You got your silence. She was like, look, from this time to this time, I'm doing this and I'm working on this. So I'll call you back on Sunday. I'll be like, it's Tuesday.
Because when we talk, we be talking. We be like, we be going.
Her son be mad. He'd be like, you still talking to Jasmine? It's been 4 hours. Yes. But I will definitely say that, yeah, if you can put your phone down, put it away so that you can focus on creating your product or your digital product or whatever it is that you want to do to make extra money. And I really want you guys to leave today with something. So if you guys can put in the chat like what it is that you're looking to do. Speak Sakia. Hey Sakia girl, I saw what you said here. Let me look for your comment. You said, I keep hearing the Holy Spirit, but internally something is stopping me from moving forward. So we want to get you moving today. So I need you to put in like what is it that you're
Can I
supposed
say
to be
this,
doing?
speaks to kid that something you have to remember. It took me almost nine. I was supposed to start. It took me 9 months to start. When I started, I made 3,000. All I could think was, how much more money could I have made to help? Mind you, I am robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm going to friends and family houses midweek to say hi because I really can't afford dinner for my son. So I'm getting there at 4 or 5 when I know they're about to cook dinner. That's how bad it was. So how much sooner could I have alleviated that from my household if I had started? Second thing I want you to think about when something's holding you back. Somebody needs what you have. Who are you holding up because you won't give the world what God has put in you? And you may think, like for me, I'm like, I just got these little channels, I got the TikTok and da, da, da. There's so many women who are blessed by just being able to make an extra $300 a month, you know? So no matter what you have up here, someone needs what you have, and you're holding them up because you won't do what you're supposed to do. It's bigger than us. This is so much bigger than me. Yes, I made $1 million and I'm grateful, but my real success is that I've helped over 25,000 women to be able to do the same for themselves. Like that to me is way more impactful than how much money I've made for myself.
Yeah, that's good. So Sammy says, I want to start my channel. I just don't know where to start around raising two kids, 12 and 7, who have behavioral problems and taking care of my fiance who has stage 4 brain cancer and working my job.
Oh,
So
can I go?
definitely, yes, yes.
Let me tell you where you start, Sammy. You start right there. Like that's what's really working nowadays is showing your true, authentic truth. You right there alone, that life, because there's first of all, Sammy, there's someone else who's in the same situation who needs that content. When things happen, we go to sometimes go to YouTube and we look for it and then we can't find it. Like when I was being a single parent, I felt like I didn't see no single parents that was black that looked like me that was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And I'm like, where's my people? And I couldn't find that. So the fact that you even have that, that is where you start. You show your truth. And it doesn't have to be pretty. There's a lady that went viral on TikTok. Her video that she created, Sammy, was I want to be a content creator. She's moving throughout her house. But I don't have an aesthetically pleasing house. I don't have multiple outfits. I literally wear this hoodie probably every day. She's packing her kids' lunch in a regular bag. There's no fancy anything. They don't have no makeup on. She looked like a regular mom. That video went viral. And now people watch her content simply because she always says, okay, welcome back to another day, a regular day in the life of a mom who can't afford multiple outfits. And when she talks and she shows you different things, you're like, that's my life. I see myself, you know? So
Yeah.
Sammy, I think that's where you start. You start, that's your channel. Your life balancing motherhood and taking care of your fiance.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be pretty.
Nope.
What about the girl? Crystal turned me on to a girl who's on YouTube, and she was homeless,
Yes.
living in her car.
Living in her car. And she posted her first video from her phone in her car with all her stuff and went viral. And people started to show up every week. And she just showed you the life of living in a car. There was times she's recording at night at wherever she's parked, and the police will come and tell her she has to move because she can't park in a residential area. And I tuned in because I was just like, oh my God. Mind you, people are now are giving money and trying to help her. And she's like, she upgraded her car eventually, but she was okay with just live. She had a job. She would shower at like gyms and stuff. But she went viral from her first video of being truthful and honest of where she's at currently.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. So yes, let that be your motivation, Sammy. There is someone who's going through the same things, and I will tell you on the vlog that I record and have out prayerfully on, I think tomorrow, Tuesday. What I was going through, which you guys will know. I looked it up on YouTube because that's a lot of places where I go because I don't have any friends who are in this situation that I'm in now. I went to YouTube and couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything. And I was searching, and I didn't want to talk to anybody about it because I was embarrassed, and I was just like, you know, so I tried to go to YouTube and I found one video, and the lady was, she wasn't
Opposite.
going through what I was going through. So I was like, you're not helping me. So this is one of the reasons why I really want to upload a video, because I couldn't find it. And I want to show this process, but you guys will, I'll finally be revealing it tomorrow. But yeah, people need to be able to see how somebody else is getting through it. So it really literally helps. Like,
Mhm.
it helps big
I
time.
did want to say something because I know that the technology and selling stuff and finding out, well, what can I sell? That alone can be a process for some people. So one of the things that I do outside of selling digital products that I've started to do, I started October 25th, is I started TikTok Shop. Yes, Flowdesk. And it might be FLO. I don't know if there's a W.
Yeah, there's no W. It's just
Yeah.
FLO.
And
I'll
so
put it in
come
the chat.
October, I tried TikTok Shop, guys, and I have a video coming in like at 12 o'clock today where I show you my first month. My first month, I made $24,000. You don't have to own a product. You don't have to put nothing together. You are literally just making videos saying, I love this product. It's so amazing. Look at it. And you're just reviewing products online. You don't have to edit the videos if you don't want to edit them. And from there, TikTok pushes them out to the world and people buy. And I just get an affiliate commission. And that has been the latest way. So if you're afraid of starting your own business or starting of thinking, okay, what can I even sell? What can I put together? If that's too much, affiliate marketing it works.
It does. It does. I think I love affiliate marketing. So I'm always overwhelmed, but have to walk myself step by step through it. Here's a question. How do you know what's trending on each platform?
I have to be on them, Latoya. That's the biggest thing is I have to show up. So I will tell you this. I've taken a huge step back from Instagram. And I went primarily to TikTok because that was when I pivoted from the fitness business and then the coaching business. I got to the point where I felt like my content on Instagram had to be so curated, perfect, beautiful for it to sell. And I was tired. I'm like, I'm a mom. I am my son's tutor. When he gets out of school at 3 o'clock, whatever I'm doing online is done. I'm officially a mom. I put the hat on and I have to sit with him sometimes for hours just trying to help him with his homework and still do dinner. Now I have a husband. It was just too much. So I let go of Instagram because I felt like TikTok allowed me, and I hate to say let go. I just I do a post here and there versus every day. I felt like TikTok allowed me the freedom to post content that wasn't curated or beautiful and it would still perform and still make me money. So how do I know it's trending? I show up on those platforms, but my main platforms right now are TikTok, and I'm trying to do YouTube. If Jazz can give me a course, uh, those are my top two platforms right now, and then Twitter.
All right. Let's see. We have another question here. How do you figure out what to market when you're just mediocre at everything?
I would say then that's where TikTok Shop comes in. It's so up until last year, I had a lot of clients. Like people paid me. I had a client that was paying me $8,000 a month to help him with his marketing, his ads. I create ads. I do a little bit of everything since I started my own business. I'm able to help other online businesses, right? Well, at the end of last year, I was diagnosed with insulin resistant, high cortisol, and all this other stuff. And I said, okay, I'm stressing too much. I'm taking on too much work. I'm going to take a step back. And so from there, Jessica, I put all of my time right now lately into TikTok Shop. That's the easiest way because you don't have to worry about coming up with the product. You don't have to figure out how to market it. You're literally just doing the review. And then if you say, well, I don't even know how to review, there's already tons of other people who already reviewed that product and their video, you can see if their video did good or bad. The ones that are good, recreate the same thing, but in your way.
Yeah. And you don't have to have any followers either
Nope.
on TikTok. There's a way that you can set up a page. She's trying to get me to do TikTok shop, and I said
Yes,
I was
I
going to do
am.
it,
She ain't
but
gonna.
oh Jesus, I don't know. I don't know. I did tell y'all in the video, I was like, I think I'm gonna be on TikTok shop.
Well, I tell you this, every Monday, so my series starts today. Every Monday, Money Making Mondays for my channel on YouTube is it'll be a TikTok shop video. So this one is showing you what I did my first month with my current followers. Next Monday, February 5th, I'm walking you through, if you have 0 followers, how to set it up with my because I have multiple shops. With my shop that, matter of fact, I'll show you guys. This is a shop that had 0 followers that I started on November 1st. And this month alone, I had 0 followers November 1st. I think I have 5,000 followers now. And then this month alone, I think I've made $20,000 from one shop. And it had 0 followers November 1st. That's the day. I'll do month. This is January. Make sure I can see my screen and turn my brightness up. Oh, I'm at 20,000. Can you go? Where's my
Over.
camera? Oh, let's see.
Back.
Let me get I might have to get the brightness down, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah,
turn the brightness down. Okay, is that too low? Okay, no, you'll probably be able to see. Okay, so this is the commission where you see the 20K.
You see if I can make you.
And then I can make it brighter.
Oh, there. Can you guys see it?
Yep. And this page had 0 followers November 1st. And that's just 20K. This month. You see the month, where's the date set? So you guys can see the date.
Try to get me out the way.
There you go. You see the dates there. January 1st to January 28th. 20,000. And it had 0 followers. And all I do is sit up and say, this is an amazing product. There's no excuse. Like
and even if it's not 20, right? Because that's also something else that I'll say that I had to become comfortable with, that it doesn't always have to be the 20, the 10, the 5. It's whatever it is that you need, right? So for me, I'm like, if I could just make 5, thank you, Jesus. Because you know, it's gonna help, you know, press along. But I would say if you make $100 extra a month, hey, that $100 is paying for the groceries, it's paying for the light bill, it's paying for the water bill. So that's amazing. So let's see. Hey, girlie, saying hi from the UK over here. Jasmine, you have helped save me from near what?
Wow.
To God be the glory.
When I tell you it's bigger than you, it's bigger than you.
To God be the glory.
Somebody needs what
Congratulations, Christy.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Look.
That's amazing.
That is.
Y'all gonna make me, we're not gonna cry today. Okay. I did enough crying on my last video. We're not gonna cry today, but God is so good.
Yes,
and he's so faithful. Just because there's something that your friends and coworkers always get your input on. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Whatever people are asking you for, like she talked about the weight loss, now is TikTok shop. And you probably should just do a course on TikTok shop and then don't even have to.
And I agree. But the reason why I'm not is because I've sold everything. This information, I want this to be the information I just give for free. And so it's going to be that I've made so much at this point. It's like, when do you just give, you know? And so that's why every Monday, it'll just be everything I'm learning, you guys will get for free, step by step. My videos can be very long on YouTube because I go in, I do a screen share so you guys can see. And I just want to give this away.
Yeah. And God blesses that, right? He blesses a cheerful giver.
I want to, what she just tapped into, what is something your coworkers or friends ask you for? Perfect example, because I keep asking Jazz to help me with YouTube. See?
Right.
Literally.
I'm gonna do it. I promise. Sammy, thank you for this. This is the first one in about almost 3 years I've spoke about it. anything to anyone, and it's been on this channel because you guys have been so nice. Oh, I love you too, and my heart goes out to you, Sammy. I will definitely keep you in my prayers for sure. God's got you. Keep your faith in Him, praying, and you know we got you on this channel right here. We got you. I've had a channel for years, not good at it. All right, family. Yes. All right, y'all about to make I'm
Yep.
gonna take some time. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
February 1st. Just know this, y'all. This is a Monday, right? So February 5th, y'all. She said if we don't have that landing page to at least get us signed up, we're gonna jump on Monday, February 5th, and we're gonna say, okay, Jazz, let's use our hour together to build out this landing page.
Right. All right, let's see.
I love Flodesk too, girl. I do. Because ConvertKit was, first of all, the cost, but it just wasn't pretty. Flodesk is actually beautiful, and it walks you through.
I like Flodesk.
It walks me through putting together the newsletters because I'm like, okay, I want to make it look nice.
Donating to their bottom line.
Right.
So Brandy says, what website platform do you use to sell your digital products?
Right now, I'm using StanStore. StanStore. I came over to them maybe about 2 years ago. I've used Shopify. I've used Squarespace. I've used Gumroad. I've used a lot. So this one now is StanStore.
Yeah. And I'm using StanStore as well. And it's so easy. I love StanStore. And Crystal,
I have a link for you guys. If you guys click on my link at the bottom, there's a link for StanStore if you want to try it.
All right, Chef June, because I need to know how to cook because I don't know how to cook.
I get most of my meals. Like, so this year, okay, last year we were, you know how at the end of the year we do a year review, me and my husband and I. And so one of the things I realized is like, y'all eat the same meals. I be cooking the same meals. And so I vowed this year to give them better meals. And so where did I go, Chef June? I went to YouTube. YouTube made I was able to make stuffed peppers so far this year. I'm making fried cabbage tonight thanks to YouTube. YouTube walked me through all of this. Okay, we got steak fajitas coming with the new air fryer. Look, from YouTube.
So please do it because I don't know how to cook. My brothers, both of them cook better than me, way better. And I was like, okay, how am I the girl? And they can cook better than me.
What I want to tell you guys when you guys are starting out, don't get discouraged by the views or the lack of money. Like, yes, my first month I made 3,000. For 9 months I kept marketing it. If I had not done 9 months, I don't think I would have gotten 3,000. So just know that you're gonna have months where you don't make much, maybe your first couple of ones. Don't let that discourage you, especially when it comes to YouTube. I posted, I think, several videos in December and I got like 100 views. But starting today, I'm back. I took from December off to now. I'm gonna post 3 videos every week. Don't care what the views look like for 90 days. And that's when I'm gonna meet with Jazz and say, okay, it's been 90 days. Let's look at my data. What could I have done better? And of course, the course will be out by then, most likely, hopefully, so that I can have something to rely on. But don't get discouraged if you do start your channel cooking. In the first couple of months, there's not much engagement. Just stay. Your people will find you.
Yeah, I will say that. I started back in 20. I always have to look at the date, but I think it was 20, right before the pandemic. And I would get like 50 views per video, but I was excited about that. I was like, 50 people from around the world. I don't know these people. And I just stayed consistent. I never got on YouTube to make money. That's one thing's for sure, because the people that I was watching, they were like, you don't make no money from YouTube. You know, you make pennies and da 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 da. And so I didn't even think you could make money on YouTube like that. And I just really loved the art of showing showing my finances. And I'm gonna go back and look at I'm gonna be showing some of those videos, but I didn't make money for the first, I think I hit 1,000 after 6 months. And then I think I got monetized after maybe 7 or 8 months, something like that. I didn't make my first paycheck until I think it was August of 2020. I had saw this money and I was like, what is this? It was like $100, and YouTube doesn't pay you out until you hit the $100 mark. So one day I was like, this says $400. This can't be real because the people on YouTube said you don't make no money. So I was like, this can't be real. And it was real. And I remember when I hit my first 1,000, I was like, I don't know. I kept telling Crystal and another friend of
Mhm.
ours, I was like, I don't think this is accurate. Like this just must be something is it can be accurate. And then it hit my account and I was like, oh, this was accurate. I was like, this
I
is
remember
all
when you
right.
make your first five. You was like, you was. I was like, what?
I was like, I don't think this is right because they said you don't make money on YouTube. I guess they didn't make money on YouTube. See, I'm starting to start a side hustle in the budgeting arena and sell the gift baskets I have in my house currently taking up space. Sell what you have, people
Yes.
will buy it. Loretta, I love Crystal.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
Loretta.
you so much.
All right. So here's a question. With your websites, how are you managing your taxes? And do you set aside 30%? Do you need an accountant or a certain dollar amount?
This is a
Good
great
question.
question, Bernadette, because no one in my family has a business, like in my immediate family, my house, my mom, my brothers and sisters. So when I started online in May of 2019, I just started. Like I just started selling. So here we go. We rolling into 2020, and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to have an LLC. Oh, I did not know these things. Like no one told me these things. And so I had a friend who had multiple businesses, and I said, well, can I have, what do I do? She said, well, I can do your LLC for you. So she did that. She at least went online for me and got me started there. And then she was like, you really need to find an accountant. And I said, well, I have a tax guy. I do my taxes every year. She was like, no, this is different. These are going to be business taxes. So I called a guy. This is like October, November of 2020. Like, hey, I need someone to file my taxes. Da, 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 da. And he says, okay, well, do you have your books? And I was like, what book? Like, what book? He was like, so who's been managing your money every month? I said, Squarespace, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. He was like, yeah. He's like, can you give me access? Which luckily he was a referral from her. So I gave him access to be able to see. And I had over 15,000 transactions. He charges like per the transactions monthly. He's like, you have over 15,000 transactions. It's going to take me months to balance your 2020. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So he balanced 2020. And so my accountant ended up filing that, and it cost me tons of thousands of dollars to get him to do back work. Now I have someone that manages every month. Now, in regards to taxes, I set aside 20 to 25% because he set me up as an S Corp, Bernadette. So I get higher tax credit because I'm not just an LLC. Like my husband has an LLC and he's a sole proprietor. I'm an S Corp and I have to actually I actually have to run payroll for myself. I'm an employee in my business. So my tax credit is greater. So I'm supposed to do 25%. I'll be doing about 20. I'm not gonna lie to you, Bernadette. I'm like, I need a little bit more. But it always balances out as long as I do at least the 20, because I get an additional credit because I found jointly with my husband. But I do have an accountant. He does manage my taxes for me. He does it every single month. He does not put the money aside though, Bernadette. So I will tell you that 2020 and 2021, your girl has a payment plan every month to the IRS because I did not put aside the money. It took me 2 years to get hit over the head with, we need 30,000, we need 40,000. I'm just like, what? Because I did not put it up. So now what I do is once I put the money into my business bank account that I didn't get until look almost 2 years later, after I started, the money hits the business bank account, and then from there, and if you guys want, I can show you. I have no problem showing my bank account. The money hits the bank account, and then from there, I transfer money into the tax account, and then I actually have to pay myself a check into my personal account that's not attached to my business account at all. When I go to apply for apartments or anything like that, I have to show them my regular personal bank statements because I actually am a W-2 person versus most business people will have to do like their tax returns and stuff like that. I actually have a W-2 and a paycheck.
So if you, because this is kind of where I am, I get a lot of questions about this when I'm doing my YouTube videos. People are like, "Hey, are you putting aside for taxes?" And for a while, I wasn't really making to me enough money to where I will put it aside, but um, I definitely know Crystal's story, so I was like, okay, I probably need to start
You
now
know
that
my phone.
I'm consistently making. I'm gonna say I'm consistently making 5,000 a month. That's 60,000 a year. That's
Hmm.
like a full time job, right?
Literally.
So
That's what
I'm
I
like,
was getting
okay, I
paid
need to
before I
have,
left. Look.
yeah.
That's what.
I'm like, I need to have a tax account, which will be just a regular savings or checking, and
Literally.
transfer that money over there, and let it so that I can pay those taxes at the end of the year, or during tax time or whatnot. So if you are if you have a full-time job and you have a side hustle, do you still need to do everything that you just said?
Yes, because you need to make sure you are putting that money aside. Like it's not your money. Just like I pay my when the money hit my account, I separate tithes. I have to separate taxes. If not, I'm telling you, the IRS is horrible. We have 2 years that 2 years that I did not
Yeah.
plan. I was because so 2018. Remember, guys, I was in debt. So 2019 I started. 2019 and 2020. So 2019 I paid taxes. I actually only made 14,000 that year because I started in May. I made about $14,000. Remember, I didn't take that leap in November, so made about 14,000. I paid taxes on that. But 2020, I used all of that money to pay off my debt. I became debt free, and then I started traveling. I put no money up for taxes, not
Her
a dime.
wedding, you guys,
My
was,
wedding,
oh,
it was beautiful, but
beautiful.
taxes didn't get paid.
That was one of the funnest times I've had in my life. I'll always go back. I'll be like, I had so much fun.
Yes, we
That
spent a
wedding
lot of
was
money on that. It was nice. It was,
immaculate. Okay.
it
It
was.
was
But then
beautiful. You
look,
guys can go back and look on the on
you know
her
what? I think
social
this
media.
year on our anniversary, so it's April. I think I'm gonna post our wedding video, the 5 minute version, so people can see because it shows a lot.
It was beautiful.
We
At
got
one
we
of the
actually got
top.
we got oh do I have it back? I do. I should have it at my desk. We got inducted, not inducted. We got offered to be in this world renowned magazine. We made it to this magazine. All of our pictures. It was really we got interviewed for this. We had like a 10-page spread in here. It was really nice.
Yeah, her
Look, I
wedding
keep it at
was
my desk.
beautiful. It was like you would have thought that she was a star,
They did. They thought I was
a
celebrity. Like, we
celebrity.
know.
We was in Miami living it up, okay? It was so much fun. So I know we're getting into time here. Let me see. We have Samantha says, Brain, I don't know where to start. I want to start a YouTube for being a Black special needs mom.
Oh,
Mm.
Samantha, let me tell you something. I told you my son has ADHD and dyslexia. We need you. The moms that I did see, they didn't look like me. And if they did, a lot of them had husbands, and so they had a lot of help. It was just me trying to figure out everything, pay for all of the testing and all of that because the school system, it was Jasmine. No, it was a fight. It was a fight. And I didn't have anyone on YouTube that looked like me. So I'll tell you, there's so much space for you, Samantha. And all you have to do is show up as yourself. All the things that you do as a special needs mom, what your day to day life looks like, how you tackle certain issues. We need that content.
Yes. So a couple more. Do you need to show your face to be successful? No, you do not.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I show my face. I totally don't mind. There's two people on YouTube that I follow who don't show their face on YouTube who are successful. One is So Crafty Sana. I'm not sure if you guys follow her. Because of her, I think it's her religion, I believe, she covers her face. But amazing soul, and she is successful on YouTube. And I know, I'm not sure if you guys remember Pink X Budgets. Never showed her face. All she showed was her hands and her pretty nails. And she's was huge on YouTube. I'm sure in the budgeting streets, you guys probably know who she is. She didn't show her face. I don't even know what she looked like, and we was cool. And so she was very successful, over 100,000 or almost 100,000 subscribers. And then she stopped posting. I'm not sure what happened, but
And then on my
yeah.
end, no, for TikTok Shop, you don't have to show your face. My husband has a faceless account. Um, I make him do it. He has a faceless account. And then yeah, I would say for definitely for TikTok Shop, you definitely don't. You're just promoting products.
Yeah. So how do you get a partnership with the company so they can send you products to review for TikTok Shop?
So for TikTok Shop, it's simple really because they're not paying you. I mean, that's not true. Usually they're not paying. And so for TikTok Shop, you could literally just message them on the app and say, "Hey, I would like to work with you guys." I'm just going to show you a pitch. It's just a simple message. Let's see. Here's a company. Okay, this is the cordless vacuum I said I was going to pitch for. So I messaged them on October 30th, and it's just a simple message, and it says, "Hello team, I would like to help you sell your vacuum. I am currently selling other TikTok Shop products, and they're doing very well. I would like to know who can I speak with regarding the opportunity to have a high commission to sell your product." And they responded. That was October 30th. They responded on November 2nd, and they sent me the vacuum and the email to who I should email. And they sent me the vacuum, and now I have a cordless vacuum that I use.
Yeah. So that's one reason why I want to do it so I can get free products. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have to buy the products. So I think we talked about this. Do you need to meet certain requirements to be a TikTok Shop affiliate? And you do
No,
not,
you
right?
you don't, and that's what my video on 2/5. I will walk you through setting up I have a video today that's showing what I did with my current account, which has like 40,000 subscribers or followers. On 2/5, I'm going to walk you through setting up a TikTok Shop with 0 followers and how I did it and how that account has made me so much money.
So she's by Crystal
By Crystal
Williams.
Williams.
I'm gonna put this. That's what you are on TikTok too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I put it in the chat.
But
Let's
for all of
see.
the TikTok stuff that I'm teaching, that'll be solely on YouTube every Monday. I call them Money Making Mondays. And so the video today it'll be at noon every Monday. So today's video is just, I'm showing you what I did my first 30 days. I started October 25th. So it'll be covering what I did on TikTok Shop from October to November 25th.
All right, here's a question from Lulu Shonda. As a college student, do you guys recommend something that is low maintenance and not as time consuming?
Yes, I would, but I'm gonna tell you, you have a unique situation because I was just telling Jazz a couple of days ago when I am looking for YouTube content on how to do certain things. I see so much content that comes up of people that are in college, and I mean, like I'm like, how do these college people got all these followers? And they're just going about their regular lives. They're not doing it. They don't have money. They're broke, and I'm just sitting back like, so it's not that people are trying to like, oh, I have all these bags. And no, these are regular college students showing their lives, and their channels are doing so well. The next thing I'll tell you, Lulu, there's a lady, because I want to go into blogging. She makes over $1 million a year from blog. I think she makes over 300,000 a month from blogging. And she started while she was in college, Lulu. And her content that she writes about is dorm stuff, how to decorate your dorms, how to do this in your dorms. Like it's just, I would have never thought that content would have taken off, but it still does. It still works for her. And college students still consume her blog. Like you would think blogging is dead, but she makes over $1 million a year blogging about being a college student.
Yeah, and especially if you are in like an HBCU or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
showing that life. And I know that I used to watch it as an adult, when my daughter was getting ready to graduate from high school and I wanted her to go off to college, and I would like send her these people like, hey, here, look at these people like getting ready for college and finishing up high school, um and I would send it to her, so hoping that she would get inspiration. um but I would definitely say that there is huge value there.
Yeah,
Huge.
that's your low maintenance right there, Lou, because you just want your regular life.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, yeah, I thought there was something else. Okay,
Oh,
sorry,
she taking the
y'all,
glasses out. Hold on, y'all. She taking the glasses out.
because I am my coffee and I got. Let's see. Is 3 videos a week the standard to start out with YouTube? Really, it's whatever it is that you can do. I would say at minimum 1 a week is good. I do 3 a week. That's just what I am comfortable with. And then there are some weeks, like the week that I'm in now, where I'm posting every day. And for the most part, I post every day because I have so much content to get out. But I will tell you, what I really need to work on is time management, because sometimes I'm like up against the gun, and then I want to make sure like 2024 I have to spend time with my family, my friends. And so time management, I do get up at 4:50 every day. I start work at 9 o'clock. So I will tell you, there are certain sacrifices that we have to make, like getting up earlier, making sure we have enough rest. Um, I do work from home, thank God. That is a blessing. So, but making sure that I'm not, because I'm in leadership, I will work the entire day. Like I'll sit here at my desk and I will work. I won't have a lunch, but I'm like, okay, no, put the lunch in there, 1 hour lunch, and that's where I can work on my stuff or get up and take a walk and things like that. So I will say do what you can, but if you can, at minimum, do 1 per week.
What I would say, Brandy, is like you said, do what you can. Focus more on consistency than the volume. So if one is your thing, then stick with it. That think that's what I'm learning
Yeah.
is that if I'm consistent, my numbers are better. When I and I did it once this week, and then 2 weeks later, then it was a 1 week, then it was a 3 week gap. It just doesn't work for YouTube. They want me to show up, whatever my schedule is. If it's one a week, then make it that and stick to it.
Yeah. So Latoya says, I'm an event planner. I would love to see your wedding. Is it on your page?
So there's definitely, I think on my Instagram, you'll definitely be able to see some there. Let me see.
You
But
got
it
married
was
in 2022, right?
2022. Yes. And I
2022.
don't post often, so I could see it being,
She don't post, y'all.
um,
But as
am
soon as
I
she
able
posts
to
one thing, it'd be like viral. I'd be like, girl,
shut up. Let's see. I was gonna
we got to
see,
post every day, 3 times a day to hopefully get.
oh man. I was gonna say, am I able to put links in here?
I don't that up that
No.
I don't know.
There was a video that I posted that showed the wedding itself. When they did the overhead and everything. I think this is it. No, that's not it. If I could send the link, then I could put the link in there. But if not,
Oh, let me see. It is down a little bit.
yeah, this was. Oh, that was mine.
Oh, I found a few of them.
I wanted to find the one that the venue had sent me. I mean,
Oh, the
venue. Good
video.
Lord. I think here it goes. Okay, I'll show you guys this. Tell me if you guys. First of all, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let me give it. Should I give a little bit more brightness or no?
No, take the bright down.
Take it down.
Yeah, right there. I think it's good.
Okay, here we go. My finger can't post it when I'm not looking. Here we go.
Never at a loss for words, unless when it comes to how you've been a blessing in my life. Joshua, God has set you apart. And even though I know we're all created in His image, trust me when I say,
I didn't catch the bouquet, y'all, clearly.
But she jumped.
I tried to. I didn't catch it. We was all crying up there. If you ever gonna please give your people some too. We was all like crying and we was trying to
cried before they opened the doors for me to walk out. She started crying. I ain't came down the aisle yet, nothing. They opened the door and I took one step and she was.
I was like, oh, it came true. It's here.
So for Latoya, so if you go to that was from April 11th of 22. If you look at the dates, and then it tags all of our, a lot of our wedding videos will tag the videographer, the wedding planner, the venue. So our biggest thing was we wanted to use as many Black-owned businesses for the wedding since we were spending so much money, and so it tags a lot of people that we used.
That's awesome. Awesome. We're gonna close it up. Tiffany, good morning. You have no clue what an inspiration you've been. We started off slow this year, but so far we have one debt paid off. Congratulations. I'm gonna give my bells, y'all. I'm gonna give my clappers or something. Congratulations. You will be debt free this year. Yes. Yes, Pink X. Yes. She was the bomb.com.
So did she just go away?
I don't know what happened. I emailed her, I think, and I was like, hey, just checking on you to make sure you're okay. Because she checked on me when I had went missing. But she hasn't she was kind of like a private person. So I don't know. I really do hope that she's okay. Because we do miss her here. Let's see. Your videos will be posted on YouTube or TikTok Shop. Your videos.
On YouTube. So my TikTok Shop videos will be and how to do it, how to step by step, how to do everything will be on Mondays at noon every Monday. I'm going to do 3 videos a week, but the Wednesday ones are going to talk about wellness since I'm trying to get my health back online since my hormones are all crazy. And then Fridays are going to supposedly be my vlogs, but we're going to see because I feel like my vlogs are boring. I'm waiting on Jazz to help me.
I'm gonna go a little rapid now because we're running against time. So I'm gonna go a little rapid.
Okay.
So do you suggest doing a separate social media account from your brand account to do affiliate marketing?
I would say I am the brand. So it really depends on what you're trying to build. I've had multiple accounts, like when I had my fitness page, which was Manny's Mom Fitness, plus by Crystal Williams. I ran both pages. And then it got to the point where I was like, but I am the brand. I want to get brand deals. So for me to be able to get those bigger ones, I need to show brands what I can do. So I prefer one page because it gets to show you all of me versus niching down, having one separate page. And now I'm hoping I can get a brand deal from a page that doesn't show my personality, just me marketing. I don't know.
Yeah. What time does your video today, Crystal?
It's going to be noon. It'll be noon every Monday.
And that's Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific Standard. Because one thing I learned from Budget Treasures is you got to be consistent and stick to the cycle. Your community has to know when to expect you to show up. Because when you don't, then they'll be able to reach
out. What software do you use for editing? I'm showing you editing, but not allowing to stop me. So I use what's this thing on the side thing? iMovie. I use iMovie to edit, and it's been really easy for me. I was gonna dibble and dabble into another platform, but I was gonna do CapCut. CapCut is pretty easy as well, but I use for now iMovie, and I love it, and it's free.
Yeah, she ain't left iMovie. She been on iMovie.
I've been on iMovie since I started.
I came over to Final Cut Pro. She was like, I like iMovie. Okay.
Yeah. Do I have to do just one type of video on YouTube, or can I do multiple things on my channel? Example, I like to craft, but I also like to share my debt journey. Do I need to choose one or
That's a
the
bitch ass
other?
question.
Yeah, so that is a
How do you
good
sub
question.
niche that? How do you sub niche crafting
I
and
would,
budgeting?
yeah, I would say there's a way that you can do both, but they have to, in my opinion, kind of marry each other. So, for example,
Mm.
I am budgeting, but I'm going into vlogging. I'm going to add the vlog on this channel, but I'm going to make sure that they marry each other. So, yes, I'm vlogging and showing my life, but I'm showing how I'm managing my money while
Yeah,
doing it. So
right.
I would say if there's a way that you can do your debt journey, but then how you're able to craft on a budget, like are you purchasing those items that you need? Like where
After
can you go to buy
saving.
the cheaper, yeah, the cheaper
Mhm.
items and things like that. So I would say make sure that they kind of marry each other and not that it's all over the place, so that it makes sense. Um, oh, everybody gorgeous, beautiful. Yes, your wedding.
Oh, thank
It
you
was
so much.
beautiful. It was beautiful. We had so much fun. We was
We did.
doing content,
Literally.
laughing. We was on a boat, y'all. I got in the middle of the water. I don't do
Oh
stuff like that.
Lord. She was just praying, y'all.
I was like, all right, we done here. I came, I saw, I conquered. Thanks for all the great advice. I did the notes $1,000.
Okay.
See? Now make sure you take that 1,000 and whatever your why was, the reason why you were doing the no spend, put it in savings or pay off
Mm.
debt. Um, don't go spend it on a bag. That's what some people are like. Oh, I got this 1,000. I'm about to go get me a Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
Crafting on a budget. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
All right.
if she shows herself saving for a particular craft that she wants to do, she
Yeah.
actually saves the money and then now take them with her to go buy the craft and then do the crafting.
Yeah. Things is so helpful. Layering versus niching has been a huge yes. Yep, layering for sure. And that's all of the comments. So I just want to thank you guys so much for holding on. This is the longest one we've been. It's been an hour and 37 minutes.
You know, I'll be talking.
Make sure that you guys follow Crystal. Her handle is by Crystal Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put it here, and you guys can find her on all social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
She has a video that will be dropping on YouTube today. But you can also definitely go on TikTok. She's heavily on there. She kind of abandoned Instagram. A lot of people have, but I still like Instagram, but she on TikTok where everybody else is. So definitely follow her. Thank you so much for waking up early to be with us today and share your gems. She has a lot up here, you guys. So make sure that you are following her because you will pick up some stuff that you can use and start today. So this is the last Monday, Moni. So she's asking, are we having the live prayers next month? I believe this is the last Monday, but I have gotten a few requests. We'll see. We will see. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon on the channel.
Thank you
Bye, you
guys.
guys. Have a blessed day.